Hey ladies, I just want you to date yourself. Yeah, ladies, you know how we do. And also, make sure you just, pamper yourself. But you know what's one thing that's most important? Yeah, love yourself. Thanks for tuning in with Asia C.
Y'all, you already know it is your girl Asia C, coming to you live straight from the 216, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And I thank you all for liking, comment, and subscribing. And if you are new, make sure you do that and put on your post notification bell so that you can know whenever your girl Asia C post. And those of you who are already a part of the Black Heart Gang, make sure you comment your Black Hearts down below. Why? Because we are the Black Heart Gang over here, y'all. So make sure you go ahead and do that now. Okay, you guys. So today's video is going to go along with the Dating Me series. I am not talking about healing today. I'm just going off of what I have asked one of my peoples off of Instagram. You know, those Instagram friends you have, right? So I have asked one of them, I have asked a couple of them, you know, what are some topics that you guys will want to know or like to talk about or hear me talk about for as dating and those different things like that. And I want to become more interactive with you guys. So if you who are watching want to hear me talk about some relationship topics that I have not said yet, make sure you comment down below and let me know what you want to hear. But we're about to go ahead and get straight into this video and get on this topic. Okay, so today's video, the topic is, being ready to date, wanting to have somebody, wanting to date, but having low self-esteem, right? And I can relate to that. You having that low self-esteem, not feeling good about yourself, but you want somebody. And also that could be misconstrued because we thinking we want somebody and we're ready to love, but we're really not. We just want that person to validate and help us feel good in our insecure places, if that makes sense. So, like, for example, I wanted to date a guy just so he could talk to me and tell me I was pretty. That's all I really wanted him for. I didn't really want you to come around and talk to me. When I say I didn't kiss this individual, don't kiss me, don't put your lips on me, and like don't, and that was because I really did not need you there for all of that. I just wanted you there for the flatter, to tell me I'm pretty, to, talk to me. And that's because I was insecure in those areas. And I felt like, well, I just need a relationship, so I'm ready for a relationship, I'm ready for love. And that wasn't really it. It was mixed signal. It was like a cover-up, I should say. Me saying I'm ready for love, I can't be ready for love. I can't be ready to have somebody in my life, and I'm not really secure within myself. One thing I had to learn during this process of me being single, I had to learn to really be whole within me and be okay with me and be a woman first. And even for you gentlemen out there, you can't go have a girl, and I know some guys have girls to be their trophy. When they look at themselves in the mirror, they may think that they're ugly, and then they get the most prettiest girl, and the pretty girl get them that chance, or however they won that pretty girl over. It gives them some sense of security because they have that pretty girl. But they really broken. They're really broken inside, and they really have their own insecurities that they need to deal with and handle. And they'll mess around and break down that pretty girl. Or us women, we can mess around and break down that guy because we just want them there to flatter us. And we don't like you. We really don't want your love. I'm really not attracted to you. You liking me right now. And I'm just liking what you're saying and what you're doing for me. I don't necessarily like you. And that's what happens when you try to get into a relationship and you're insecure and you're not secure within yourself. So you go and you try to be with these people, and you go and you try to create this relationship, and all along you're breaking yourself even more, and you're breaking that person. So when the young lady was like, I'm ready for love, I want to be in a relationship, but I have some insecurities. And that right there is what I want to get to, because I used to be that person. It was to the point where I got myself into an abusive relationship because of my own insecurities. And I just wanted somebody. When I got into that abusive relationship, I had just got a relationship with the guy that I was talking to. I mean, we was on and off. I'm talking years, y'all. Years, like past maybe 6 years, but we was on and off. We always, when we broke up, we came right back together. It was like, it didn't matter. You go get a girl, I go get a boyfriend, but we always kind of talked behind the scenes and eventually broke up with whoever and came back together. And I had just got out of that relationship with that person, and it ended kind of bad a little bit. And I didn't have that person anymore. And I was insecure, and I thought something was wrong with me because of the reason why me and that last relationship had broken up anyways. So I felt like, okay, well, something wrong with me. They're not going to accept me like that. They're not going to accept me saying, let's save ourselves to marriage. They're not going to accept the fact that I don't trust you because you did do some stuff. You didn't, and that's why we broke up. So now it's like, I'm insecure now. Something's wrong with me because I want a relationship that's not like everybody else. I want a relationship where we can wait and save ourselves to marriage, or I want a relationship where we can really do it right and have God involved, and it's not like the typical relationship that we're seeing around us. So that was an insecurity for me. Later on down the line, I find myself with these hood boys, going to the hood every day and going into the being in different music videos. And then after all of that, now I am in a relationship, an abusive relationship. I'm talking, and I'm more like verbally, physically, and emotionally. I dealt all of it. It was totally breaking. And then I was still insecure that I was so afraid. It took me a while to even leave that toxic relationship. It took me a while to leave, and when I did leave, I was still affected. I still had feelings. I would still get upset if he gonna talk to somebody else, or I would still be missing out. Like, man, he gonna be giving them this and that and stuff like that. And honestly, it was really like I didn't want the other girls that I didn't argue with, or the other people that was calling me dumb, to be proven right. If that makes sense. I didn't want them to be proven right that me and him not gonna last. He really ain't nothing and stuff like that. I didn't want that. If that makes sense. So that's what was bothering me. I didn't want this breakup to be proven right and people be like, see, I knew it. He this, he that. It's just dumb. She should have known he was this. And that was playing up in my head. That's why I was mad. Like, he going to another girl and all this other stuff. Now it's about to be all this drama and all types of things, right? So, when you go into a relationship insecure, it causes a domino effect. You can't love anybody and you yet don't love yourself. And you're not secure and you're not whole within yourself. A pastor once told me, they said, when you get in your relationship, you're going to be so, he said, I want to say blossom. You're going to be blossomed as a single individual. You're going to blossom as a single individual. I think I'm mixing the words up. But basically, he was saying, I'm going to master and be so whole in my singleness that when my man, my husband, the one for me and mine, when he come, he ain't got to deal with none of the residue. He ain't coming into an insecure person like I was when I was going in those other relationships. When I was sitting there in those relationships, feeling like I couldn't get nobody better than the one that's sitting here beating on me, choking me, kicking me out at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning with just my underclothes on, making me walk down the street at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, taking my phone, leaving me just without no shoes, no clothes, nothing. He's not going to be that. He's not going to have to deal with that. But think about that. Being left open to all those stuff because of my insecurities, I got into a relationship with an insecure person. I wasn't ready for love. I couldn't have that. I didn't need that. Because what happened was, it broke me down more. It made me feel like I still don't know who I am. I still don't love me. And don't nobody else love me. And no one else is going to accept me now. Right? It makes those things come to it causes those effects on your life. That we sitting here and we saying and we want these replacements. The guy that I said I was with for like 6 years, over 6 years, I would consider that person my first love, right? And I love that individual. But when I lost that, because I had valued that love between me and that person so much, when that was torn, I accepted anything. Like I said, I went around these hood dudes. I was in the hood all the time, drinking all the time, because that's what happens out there. I wasn't too much of a smoker, but I dabbed a little bit. But I did that stuff. I was out there partying. I'm talking about going to parties every day, hotel parties, outside chilling. 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, running because they shooting. Because they shooting over there. But it was like I was trying to become something so that I can be accepted and loved and be something so that a guy can really want to commit to me and want to be with me. Then I end up getting an abusive relationship. That was about for like almost a whole year. Before that year mark came, I got pregnant and I said, I can't do this. I told myself I refused to lose another child because of the stress. And think about that. I got into a relationship while being insecure, trying to replace something, and so-called telling myself I'm ready to love again, but I just really wanted that replacement. I didn't have a miscarriage. How that miscarriage came about? Stress and fighting a man. Okay? Also, that affected me. I now had another insecurity put on me from having a miscarriage, because now I done failed as a mom. Right? So this is what I want to say to you, the young lady who said, I want to be in a relationship, but I have some insecurities. You're going to have to become whole first. Don't be anxious. Don't go into these relationships insecure, wanting them to fill voids. You're going to have some flaws, yes, but flaws and insecurities, totally opposite. Totally opposite. Totally opposite. I have some flaws. I have some things that they may be like, Asia, like a flaw for me is I'm the one person that cannot chew gum in public. I can't. Because that gum be so good and I forget and I get to, and they hate it. Everybody don't like that, right? So now that's kind of like a flaw. Those little small things, like those little simple stuff. Flaw and insecurity. Insecurity is deeper. It's mental. It's mental. It's like, I didn't think I was beautiful. I didn't think I was worth it. I didn't think I was worth nothing, because when I tried to be or act like I was worth something, operating I was worth something, and say let's wait till we're married to have intercourse or stuff like that, it was shut down. I was pushed away. I was broken up with. So now it was like, dang, I'm really not worth nothing, because when I try to operate and be worth something, they leave me. They don't want to be around me. They break up with me. Try to say they still gonna talk to me and build this relationship, but it broke. So that's what I want to say to you. Those of you who are watching, just listen, y'all. Keep sending the topics. I'm liking these freestyles, like, to come and y'all pick the topics and I talk about it, because your girl agency can relate. So keep talking to me. That's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to comment right now. Tell me. I don't care if you know me already. I don't care if you see me. You could call me and tell me. No. You can do that too, though, if you got personal access. That's cool. But I want you to comment, okay? So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and put your black hearts down below, because you already know that we are the Black Heart Gang over here, y'all. And the Black Heart Gang don't settle for nothing. Alright? Love you. See you tomorrow. Hey, what is up, y'all? You already know that it is your girl, Asia C, coming to you live straight from the 216.
I'm calling this shot like I told you. I'm shooting my shot, that's a bold move. Little hoe tryna box to the phone booth.